Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. I hope you're sitting down because what I'm about to tell you is pretty exciting. The Detroit Lions, one of the most intriguing teams heading into the 2025 NFL season, are potentially on the verge of making a move that could significantly boost their pass rush and overall defensive strength. And no, I'm not talking about just any player. I'm talking about Matthew Judon, a veteran linebacker with a resume that demands respect. This isn't just about adding depth. It's about strategically positioning the Lions to be even more competitive, especially in a division as fierce as the NFC North. Judon's name has been buzzing around NFL circles, and for good reason. Let's take a step back and really understand why this potential signing is such a big deal. At 32 years old, Judon might be considered past his prime in some circles, but the numbers tell a different story. He's a four-time Pro Bowler, a player who has consistently shown he can get after the quarterback and disrupt defensive lines. Last year with the Atlanta Falcons, Judon played all 17 games, which alone speaks to his durability and consistency. Despite his age, he managed to rack up 5 sacks, contributing significantly to the Falcons' pass rush. Now you might think, well, 5 sacks isn't exactly jaw-dropping, but context is everything. Judon's impact isn't only measured in sacks, it's in the pressure he applies, the attention he commands from blockers, and the experience he brings to the field. His presence can free up other pass rushers, create opportunities for teammates, and serve as a veteran leader in the locker room. The Lions, with their young core, especially Aiden Hutchinson, could really benefit from having a seasoned player like Judon mentoring and complementing their defense. Speaking of Hutchinson, let's remember that his 2024 season was cut short due to a nasty injury, a broken fibula and tibia, that limited him to just 5 games. It's a serious injury, and anyone who's seen a player go through such setbacks knows how delicate the recovery process can be. The Lions are understandably cautious with Hutchinson, who has a bright future ahead of him. They want him to come back strong, but they also can't afford to rush him back, especially in a division as tough as the NFC North, where every game counts. In that context, adding Judon makes even more sense. He's an experienced starter who can step in and fill that role if Hutchinson needs more time to recover. Now, yes, Judon isn't quite on the same level as Hutchinson when it comes to raw potential and youth, but he's a proven commodity. His experience in taking on starting roles and his ability to contribute effectively, even in the face of age-related decline, make him a valuable asset. Look at his recent performance. Even last year, he managed to secure 5 sacks, and although his PFF pass rush grade was 53.9, which isn't elite, it's still serviceable, especially considering his veteran status. And here's the interesting part. Judon's contract shouldn't be too expensive given his age. This makes him a smart, cost-effective addition for the Lions, who are always looking to maximize their roster without overspending. The team's front office is clearly aware of the importance of bolstering their pass rush, especially after the injury to Hutchinson. Having someone like Judon, who's already been through the grind, who understands what it takes to succeed at the NFL level, and who can step in as a reliable starter, is a strategic move that could pay off big time. Now, let's talk a little bit about how this fits into the bigger picture of the Lions' 2025 season. The team, as many of you know, has been building something special. They've got a young, talented core led by Hutchinson, who's widely considered one of the brightest defensive prospects in the league. The Lions' defense has shown flashes of dominance, but consistency has been an issue, especially in the pass rush department. Adding Judon could be that missing piece, a veteran presence who can help stabilize the unit and bring a level of professionalism and intensity that the team needs. It's also worth noting that the Lions are in a division that's arguably one of the toughest in the NFL. The NFC North features teams with strong defenses, dynamic quarterbacks, and talented rosters. The Vikings, Bears, and Packers aren't going to roll over easily. If Detroit is serious about making another deep playoff run and contending for a Super Bowl, they need to improve their pass rush and defensive line play. Judon could be the key to unlocking that potential. But of course, nothing is official yet. The negotiations are still ongoing, and we'll have to see how it all plays out. What's clear, though, is that this move makes a lot of sense from a strategic standpoint. Judon's experience, his ability to contribute right away, and his affordable contract make him an attractive target for the Lions. It's a move that could bolster their defense just enough to push them over the edge, especially in high-stakes games where pass rushers can be the difference between victory and defeat. Now, let's analyze a little more about Judon's recent performance. While he might not be putting up the same sack numbers he did earlier in his career, he remains a disruptive force on the field. His 17-game season last year shows he can stay healthy and available, a crucial factor in the NFL. His ability to play consistently, combined with his leadership qualities, means he can help set the tone for the defense. Plus, his familiarity with 17-game seasons and the physical demands of the NFL means he's still got plenty of gas left in the tank. On the other hand, the Lions are also carefully managing the development of their young players. Hutchinson's injury was a setback, but it also emphasizes the importance of having a reliable veteran like Judon in the fold. If Hutchinson can recover fully and continue his ascent, the Lions will have a formidable duo rushing the passer, making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks. But if Hutchinson needs more time, Judon's presence provides a safety net, a veteran who can take on a significant role and keep the pressure on teams. Now, let's look ahead a bit. The betting odds from FanDuel are pretty revealing about how the Lions are viewed heading into 2025. They're at -200 odds to make the playoffs, which is among the best in the league, and they're sitting at +1,000 odds to win the Super Bowl, ranking them in that next tier of contenders. This is a testament to how far Detroit has come, but also a reminder that they need to keep adding pieces to stay competitive. Judon could be one of those pieces that pushes them from good to great. In terms of the division, the NFC North is a landscape that's constantly shifting. The Packers are rebuilding, the Bears are on the rise, and the Vikings are always dangerous. The Lions, with their young core and now potentially adding a seasoned pass rusher like Judon, are positioning themselves as serious contenders. It's a fascinating time for Detroit fans because every game in divisional play is critical, and having a reliable pass rusher can be the difference maker in those tight battles. Now, let's not forget about the other factors at play. The Lions have some other talented players, including the promising Joshua Paschal, who's trying to step into bigger roles this year. But Paschal's last season wasn't particularly eye-catching, just 2 sacks and a 48 PFF pass rush grade. That's not quite enough when you're trying to replace or back up someone like Hutchinson, especially in a division where the margin for error is razor-thin. That's why adding Judon makes so much sense. He's not just a stopgap, he's someone who can be trusted to start and contribute immediately. Looking at the bigger picture, the Lions, coaching staff, and front office are clearly aware of what needs to be done to elevate the team. They're seeking players who can make an immediate impact and help them reach new heights. Judon fits that profile perfectly. His experience, leadership, and pass-rushing ability could be exactly what the Lions need to take that next step, especially as they prepare for a grueling NFC schedule that will test their resilience and depth. Moreover, Judon's potential signing also sends a message across the league. Detroit is serious about contending now. They're not just building for the future, they want to win now. And with the right pieces in place, including a player like Judon, they can challenge the established powerhouses like the Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles, and even the favorites like the Ravens and Bills. While Judon alone won't catapult the Lions into Super Bowl favorites, he's a crucial piece of the puzzle that can help them get closer. In conclusion, this possible move by the Detroit Lions to sign Matthew Judon is more than just a roster addition. It's a statement of intent. The Lions are aware of their strengths and weaknesses, and they're actively looking to improve their pass rush in a smart, cost-effective way. Judon's experience and ability to contribute immediately make him a logical fit, especially considering Hutchinson's injury and the need for reliable depth along the front seven. It's an exciting development for Lions fans, one that could have ripple effects across the NFC North and beyond. And remember, this is just the beginning. There's still a lot to see unfold in the coming weeks, but one thing is for sure. The Detroit Lions are positioning themselves to be serious contenders once again. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential signing of Matthew Judon? Do you think he's the missing piece that can push Detroit over the top? Or do you believe they should look elsewhere for pass rush help? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions. I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. This team is on the rise, and with moves like these, they're setting themselves up for a very exciting 2025 season. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, go Lions!